All right, moving into the hot topic of the night is the counter. And we'll go over 36 counter. Kind of elementary with how we do this. The quarterback is 1. The fullback is 2. Our tailback is 3. And what we call our Z-back is 4. Okay? And like most of you, all the even holds are to the right, all the odd holds are to the left. So we still use numbers in our system. So wide is the formation that got sent in, then the play got sent in 36 counter. Okay? Obviously the wide outs are going to stalk block, which leads up to counter pass, but they're going to stalk block. We'll start here with the left tackle. Well, I tell you what, let's start with the play side over here first, okay? We teach our linemen counter and power, their blocking scheme is a lot alike. And we call it gap on down. We just tell them G-O-D. They're going to block the gap first, then man on them second, and then if there's no one there, then they're going down. Okay, kind of like the center here. Okay, so starting here with the center, working play side. He's got a guy here in the gap, so he knows right now he's going down to the gap because he's filling. Okay, for this guard, he's got to fill, so he's taking the nose. This tackle here, he'll have nobody in the gap. Okay, he has nobody head up on him, so he knows he's going down. So what we tell our tackle is this. Before you go down, you can help your buddy out because he has this tackle right here. He's coming down on him like an ace call, so he has him by himself. But he's going to step with his right foot, boom, to step his charge so this guy can knock him off. Then these two are comboing to this backer. Okay? Now, I'll answer this question in a minute, but I'll bring it up because it does cause problems. Later in the year, what we do is we run, when we go to the 3 technique, we run with the tight end more. So now we loop this tight end to the play side inside here, and we let this guy step and then go to the backside. The reason we leave the backside unblocked at the beginning is we're going to come in shimmy motion. We're going to fake the ISO here. We're faking a hard ISO behind the fullback and behind this back here. And we run so much ISO that this backer jumps hard, and most of the time he catches himself and he gets caught up in the wash. Okay? So that's why we usually don't worry about the backside backer. So we do that, and then probably 70% of the time we're going to run this to the shade anyhow. Okay? So now he'd be blocking down here and he's filling back here. Now this guy's coming off here. So you got better angles. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. The key is here that we tell this play can turn into counter, okay, or it can turn into counter sweep, depending on what this end does. If this end goes upfield, then obviously your guard's going to kick him out, the tackle's going to fill around in the hole, and the back's going to follow. If the end comes down, because I don't know what y'all see where you play at, but here in Missouri, a lot of teams are running 3-3 and 4-3s and the 4-2s, but they're teaching those ends to wrong arm or to squeeze or to steal, whatever terminology you want to use. So they'll come down in there tight, and they'll almost cut those pullers, which is illegal. Finally, we got that call a little later. But if they do that, then the guard's just going to log him and we're going to bounce it. Okay? So it just turns into a counter sweep. So it can be a counter, which is what we want. We want this end upfield because we want to bring it underneath. But if he does log it, then we'll bounce it. Okay, down here is versus a 3-3, which we see a ton of because we see it every day at practice. All right, that's because it's what we run. So here against the 3-3, again, gap on down. We ain't got nobody here, but he's got to think that this nose is going to do what? He's going to slant. So he's thinking worst case scenario. So now he's coming down to the nose. All right, this guard is thinking fill, but he's filling all the way out on the 5 technique. So he's going to step. He's going to help his buddy out. He's going to step right foot, and then he's going to step down to squeeze this gap. The tackle, we tell the tackle, if there's no immediate threat here, there's no immediate threat in this hole, you're going to step with your right foot first to punch that in. Because if he just steps with his left foot first, what are all ends taught? Squeeze, right? We just told you we wanted the thing to run inside. So we're going to punch him with our right foot, punch, and then we're going to go get this backer. And it's hard to demonstrate this in a webinar, but the technique we teach is these tackles. We got this from a guy down in Arkansas a long time ago, but we shuffle up to those backers. We just don't sprint down there because this backer is going to, if he reads it, he's going to make the play over here. So we just shuffle and we wait on him. And then when he turns to run, we just ear hold him, okay? And then by punching him, though, that causes that end to go upfield a little bit. Now we get a kick out here. And then now he pulls up in here, and now we can take that thing up in this big gaping hole right here, which totally messes this hanging outside backer up because we come underneath it. Okay? If it turns into a sweep and now we got to bounce it, now it's not such a good play because they got two guys hovering out here. So hopefully you see what I'm talking about there. So that's the counter. And again, if you would, please write down any questions you have here in a minute before we go to video. I'll try to answer them all. And we can go over some stuff. So make sure you make a note of that. But I'm going to go through these things first, and then we'll come back to them. Okay, so off that now we'll run counter option where we will read the end. Okay, so we're running 07 counter. All right, so gun wide's the formation that went in. So we're in gun. All right, as you can see, it's like a pistol look here. We'll run it sometimes. Sometimes we'll set the fullback right here. Sometimes we'll save here and he crosses his face. But right now he's in the pistol. We're going to read this in. All right, but we're running 7 counter. So it's G-O-D, G-O-D. He's filling. Okay. Now the one thing we talk to our center about, when you fill on counter, you got to cut this guy. He's got to be on the ground because if this guy gets lazy and lets you block him, then you run him out here into the quarterback. So you got to cut him. So he cuts this guy. We pull. If this end follows, then the quarterback's going to pull it, and here we come out the back door, all right, running option. If the end runs upfield, then boom, we're just going to give it to the fullback on 7 counter. Okay? The other formation we run this out of a lot is when I try to move this, it messes it up, so I'm not going to move it. Hopefully you can go with me. We'll go trips right. Okay, so now we're in trips with the fullback right here, so people are thinking we're fixing to come this way, and we'll go 07 counter. And we'll read this in. Okay, this guy's going to loop and go block this backer right here. All right, to seal that backer, we're going to read this in, and we're going to come out the back door over here. And then if we want him to keep it, we'll just tell this guy to crack on him. If we want to pitch off of him, we'll have him float back, and we'll just pitch off this backer here. Okay? So that's how we go 07. So we can go 07 or 06. We can go 36 or 47. And then